You're building websites that look like everyone else, you're not standing out. Hi, my name is Sharon, and I am a Squarespace designer, a show designer, and a graphic designer of 26 years. In this video, I'm going to show you my top 10 favorite creative website layouts. If you would like to get access to these creative layouts, I have them in separate formats. So if you would like to jump right into Squarespace and have them all ready to go, I have them in a creative layout Squarespace template that you can then save into your account and use on any project that you're working on. Or if you'd like to use your own program that's not Squarespace, you can get the Illustrator file, you can get access to JPEGs. So this is my 60 creative website layouts Illustrator file. This is what I started with for myself, that I just wanted a place where I could put all the creative layouts that inspired me, that I had used in my websites in one location so that I wasn't rethinking every single time I started with a website. But essentially, it's just square blocks for now so that it's open to creativity. So, say this darker gray box on the top could be a color or it could be a photo. Same with the bottom box. And these areas could also be a color, and then you just see how the layering happens as you go. So you can still get really creative even within this structure that I have, but at least this gets you started with something that is just more interesting than either a single column or two column. When I find a layout that I want, I basically just select everything, copy it to a new document, and then paste it. And then I can paste all the different sections that I want to try, and I can just basically move them around till I like the layout that it's looking good. So let's say paste it, and then I just pull it open and then move any blocks around. Okay, now I'm gonna go through my top 10 favorite sections. I don't have time to go through all 55, they're all great, but I'm gonna go through my top 10 ones and then you can see an example of what it looks like in real life. So let's start with this top section right here. This is a great one for a hero section. It's that top area that's super important for your website. Okay, this is what that top header section would look like in real life. This is on my creative layouts template in Squarespace. So you'll see that very front photo is going to be the photo of the owner of the business, could be a picture of the business. It's got your H1 text overlapping that image. And then we just have a dark block of color and then a light block of color behind that, a small subheading, a call to action, and then this is open. You could put stats. Oh, that says state. You could put stats here like 5-star reviews, featured in Forbes. You could put logos here, which you could put the Forbes logo there if you've been featured in Forbes. You can put any kind of like stat like 10 years in business, anything that like would give you credentials for why someone would want to hire you. Here is that same section and it's just flip-flop to the other side. So now the photo is on the right side and you can see that I've even used photos behind the photo, but very muted so it's not competing with the main image. So it's got a purple overtone over it. There's even a very faint texture behind the text. So it's just giving a little hint of texture, but not overwhelming. But you can also see that there's a nice frame around this photo. You can either do that in Squarespace or you can do that in like Photoshop or Canva and just make it a transparent PNG and then bring it in to Squarespace or whatever website. My next favorite section is the section right here. It's nice and open, so it's really great for breaking up really heavy sections. So we have 3 columns here. You can also flip-flop this so it's flipped to the other side. It doesn't have to be in this order, and I will show you an example of what this looks like. So here's an example of what this could look like in real life. You put your main photo here, either the author or the owner goes here, and then a sub interested photo next to it. Something that's not as important, but still matches the color tone, still matches the brand. and then you can add your photos or your text over top of it. Here's another example of the same exact layout. So this is a really great about section or feature section. This next section is also a really great header section because it's got that large photo and large block of text that is usually what in that top header navigation. Here's an example of this, and here's a good example of using logos as credentials, but this is just a little bit different than that other one where now the text has a block behind it and this circular text around it. It just really draws your eye in from the photo and then to the left with the text. This is another one of my favorite sections, and it might not look like much on the Illustrator file, but once I show it to you in real life, you will see the magic of this section. Here is that section in real life, and you'll see that what I've done is I've used the parallax feature to the large photo in the background, and I've also darkened it so it feels more like it's in the background, which really makes this text block pop off the page, but really adds a level of movement, a level of depth to it. It's also overlapping into this white area, so it looks very dimensional. It looks like something was laid on top of it. I just love this, and I recommend using parallax in I love parallax. I use it in almost all of my websites because of that movement and that level of depth. So this is one of my favorite sections. Number 5 favorite section is this section right here. I know it also doesn't, it's hard to envision this, and I will show you what this looks like. And here is what it will look like in real life. As you can see, it just feels like it's more on top of the background. It's got a very unusual layout with the photo not quite in line with the text next to it. It looks like it's coming up above it. So again, an unusual layout, but also layering involved. Here's that same section again in a different color with a different brand. So you can get an idea how even that same layout on different websites still looks different and unique. And then here is that same layout again on my author template. And this one you can see is not as far depth as the other ones with nature, but has more of a flatter feel of a wall with pictures on it. So it gives a little different feel to it. Number 6, I love this layout because when we're breaking up into columns of text, the 3 column is a really good option, but oftentimes 3 columns can look very boring with just simple 3 photos or 3 blocks of text. So with this section, it is a little varied with height and then also has overlapping with frames around the edges so that it really frames it and brings your eyes in. Here's what this looks like on Sean Kenny's website, which is a wedding videographer. You'll see that I used a very light image in the background that almost doesn't look like it's even there. It's just a very subtle texture. And then I repeated this section to feature all of his features, and these are magazine features. I also used it on this website, and you'll notice it's just a little bit different shape. The images are more square on the edges instead of vertical. Number 7 favorites layouts. This is a really great layout to use. You can either use this as an about section or in packaging. So I like to use this for like packages. So this is what this would look like in real life. That I've actually taken one of the blocks off. It's just one color, whereas the template has another block right here. So it's up to you if you want to keep that or if you want to take it off. It just depends on your overall design and how busy it's looking. Here is that section. Again, this time there's no text overlapping, and you can see that this inner color block is there with a border block around it. Number 8, what do you do with blog posts on your home page? Sometimes they can look really boring. I like this so that it breaks up into an unusual format, but still very clean and organized. So you wouldn't be able to use the typical summary block if you're using Squarespace for this. You'd have to put these in manually. However, I think it's worth it. Here's an example of what this would look like in real life. You can have any photo you like for the left as your branding photo, and then whatever photos and titles that go to your blogs, and then either just like a link to that, or the image can be a link, or the title can be a link, any of that, so that they can link over to the blog post. Number 9 is the split section side by side blocks. I don't know what to call it, but I love this as it really is a great alternate to other layouts, and you can get really creative with this. You can use lines, you can get really creative with this, still within this 2 block, 2 column format. Here's what this looks like inside of my Carlsbad Coach template. It's a nice break. You'll notice that the top is white, the bottom is white. So we go from a light section to a more heavier section to a light section again. Number 10, favorite section. I'm going to choose the footer design that I have. I only have one footer design in this document, but you can still switch things up and make it custom. As you'll see, as I'll show you an example. But footers can often be very boring. So making a footer look interesting is still really important. This section is overlapping, which is not typical of a footer section. You don't typically see footers overlapping the section above it. So having that overlap gives another level of creativity and interest. This is how it'll look. This is in my creative layouts template. So it looks like the logo is overlapping into the section above it, when in reality it's not, but it gives that illusion that it is. So it really adds a level of interest that you don't typically see in a typical footer. It also makes the footer much larger than a typical footer, which also creates interest. Here's another example of this. You can flip-flop the sections, so put the photos above instead of below, and that way the logo overlaps into the photo section. If you use Squarespace, I highly recommend using my creative layout Squarespace template, because everything's already inside of it, already done. So all you have to do is save the sections to your account, and then you can use them on any project you want. You can reuse them over and over. I hope that was helpful. Please give me a follow and let me know if you have any questions below. Thanks. Bye.